Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have an awesome unboxing. It's been a little bit since we did a PB Swiss one, and man, did I ever find a deal on Black Friday. Well, a buddy of mine did, and you know who you are out there because you kind of watch all of these videos, but that's how we kind of do it. Had a friend text me on Black Friday and say, you need to go look at this page. So I did. Now this is a new company that I have never ordered from, so I'm going to tell you who it is during this, but I'm at the same time going to say that it's probably just the fact that it's Black Friday, but it took them a little bit to actually ship this out to me. So not nearly as fast as my normal companies that I go through. So this place is called Count On Tools, and they're in Gainesville, Georgia. So just a completely new place I've never tried. But can you believe how much I got off of these? See if you can throw a guess down there before we get to the end, and I'll let you know here in a little bit what the discount level was. But you know, when you actually have a PB Swiss box that weighs something, you went through some money. So I had fun with this order, mainly because, wow, look at there. Woo, yeah, lots of stuff. So I had fun with this because the amount of the discount, you got your guess? 50% off. Now, I will say there were a few items that were maybe $4 or $5 more on a $100 item than some other companies I've ordered from, but 50% off, way more than made up for that. And that was at the same time that DRPD, that I order from a lot, was doing maybe 10 or 15% off. I still really prefer to order from the Tool Lady if I can. She's fantastic. But a lot of places have had trouble having all of the PB stuff in stock. And this place had a bunch of stuff that I've wanted that is always out of stock everywhere I look. So let's take a look. I went ahead, and you know I got the little PB Swiss hammer. I've shown that on another one, and it was a dead blow also, but a little bitty dead blow. And I liked its build so much. Even compared to like the Halder mallets, they're very comparable with PB Swiss in quality, they feel like to me anyway, but I still kind of grab my PB Swiss every time. So I got, this is a size 5, I believe is what it was called when I ordered it, but this is the PB 300.5, so that's probably what that is. But that is a dead blow hammer from PB Swiss. You can hear it. It has a rounded tip on this side and a flat one on this side. So this is actually pretty well the right size to do my flooring, like LVP and all that. I really like one of these, and I'm tired of using that little black garbage hammer from Lowe's on it, so I've got me some nice ones now. Okay, digging on in, obviously, you know we are absolutely crazy about PB Swiss screwdrivers. There's one in my pocket right now. I carry one all the time. I now have them in most of my bags. But when they're 50% off, you order another one. So now I think I have maybe 4 of these in the R100 size, which this is my absolute favorite size of the PB Swiss drivers. And this, of course, really nice, if you can hear that. Very smooth ratcheting mechanism on these. Easily the best I've ever seen as far as being smooth and such a solid construction through here. You don't have anywhere that really gets stuff in the ratcheting mechanism if you're working in a dirty area. I love it. Now, tip is magnetic, and this you actually slide up and pop it open like that, and you have all your bits right there inside. Comes with 10 bits. There's 4 Torx, 2 hex, a Posi 2, a Phillips 2, and then there are 2 slotted, and they're just slightly different sizes. So it's a nice little set, but I do end up, I've got the bit block from PB also, and I went ahead and added more of the actual hex bits that I use. So it took out one of the slotted, and I took out the Posi, I believe, on mine in my pocket, and I added another hex that I use commonly on shower faucets and stuff. So that is a favorite driver. I think these were $105 regular price, and I got this for like 52 bucks. So yes, these are extremely expensive tools. If you're watching a PB Swiss video, you need to prepare yourself for sticker shock like no other when you go pricing this stuff. But these are top of the line tools, and they're just not very easy to beat. So, oh, they stuck a sticker in here. Got a PB Swiss Tools inside sticker to go on my desk. That'll be cool. So, I've also, this driver comes in a version without the 100mm length to it. So I've wanted one of these, but they're usually out of stock. So I've got one now. And this is the exact same as this. The only difference is the length. This basically ends right where that does. If you have one of the R100s, that's the best way to imagine it ends there. So if you want a shorter driver just to carry in your pocket, or you have a smaller tool bag, you can stick one of these in. Just as an aside, these all hold just standard 1/4-inch bits. So if you have DeWalt bits, Milwaukee bits, Wera bits, none of that matters. They'll go right in here just fine. And these have an extremely strong magnet in them too. So when you pull these out, I mean, it's one of the best magnets that I've ever seen in a driver. So I'm completely sold on these things. Even though this top flip open is completely different than almost anything I've used, the ability to hold 10 bits, it's kind of only rivaled a little bit by maybe that new Wera 8009 that I've shown before. That's a combination ratcheting driver thing that has 2 round rails of bits in the handle. I think it maybe has 12 or so. So if you need a lot of bits like I do, especially in commercial work and maintenance and everything, it's nice to have a driver that holds a significant amount. So obviously, we got a bunch of cameras in the studio and everything, and I had a chance to get one of the little coin drivers. This is just a flat there on the top, and it's basically like having a quarter with a handle. So if you get in there and you have a really tight one of those thumb screws on your camera gear, it can be your laser tripod even. They use a lot of the same mounting plates. I've even used the Bosch tripod for YouTube videos before. You do what you got to do. But this is just a nice purpose-made driver. This one's going right in the camera kit so that I'll have it for that. Now, this one has the same flat mark here on the top, but this is actually a Schrader core remover right there. And I like having these just in the door of my truck. I usually use the one in my Klein HVAC 8-in-1. It's got one of those in it. But with a little Schrader core remover, when you have a trailer tire that's leaking through the valve stem, that kind of thing, it's nice to be able to just spin one out and replace it. They also come in handy like on the portable air tanks and stuff that you use. A lot of times they have those little air chuck deals. And if you bought them at the Harbor Freight place, you may have a bad one in there and have to stick a new one. So just nice to have. Okay, so let's dig into another thing. This one, I like some nice heavy tools. I tell you what, you pick this stuff up, it's just, I love the feel of quality. It gets me every time. Every time I order PB, no matter where it's from, really, I just love picking them up first time I get them. So, I've been using kind of just a mixture of Irwin and everything, chisels, whatever I've bought from the Lowe's or whatever, and I finally got me a set of PB Swiss chisels. So they have just such nice heads on them. I've bought some of their other driver parts like this, and they all have these wonderful finishes on the top where you don't get the mushrooming and everything like you do on some of the cheap brands. But this gives me a bunch of different tip options right through there for all kinds of chiseling, driving, knocking a pin through, whatever. These just work fantastic for that kind of thing. Man, they're actually sharp right out of the box. So I'll put these to work and let you know how they do, but most likely these are not going to stay in a set. As I find uses for each one, I'll pull that one out. It'll end up in its own bag wherever it fits my workflow the best. That's kind of how these end up going. When I bought the big punch set from PB Swiss, there's like 2 punches in each bag now because it's the ones I want in those bags. Now, I've been using the Knipex twin key and all that stuff for my keys at the commercial properties because literally never been able to find a PB Swiss one. And here we go. Check that out. That is a PB Swiss key for these. So if you do a lot of commercial maintenance, you know that everything has a different kind of access to it. And this is basically an access key for all the things that they're trying to keep John Public from getting into. So like your electrical panels, your water even, like if you turn on your outdoor water faucet, even if you do something as simple as you need to power wash a hotel parking lot, you need to power wash a Sonic parking lot, whatever like that, these kind of things are how you turn the water on the outdoor deals. So this actually has a push-through center, so you can pop this out, and inside that center, you have a flathead on one side, a Phillips on the other, and they are the good PB Swiss bits right there in the center too. Presses right back in the middle there, and you have the keys all the way around here on the outside. You can see all the different ones you have. So I think my most commonly used are the big square, this straightforward key with the 2, and the triangle. Those 3 I use quite a bit. So nice little key. It does not have a keychain on it, but it does have a place to put your connector here. Usually I snap these on like a night eyes ring, just right on the side of my bag. So I'm going to leave that out. That's going in a bag today. While we're discussing that one, they actually had 2 different kinds of that, and they had both of them in stock. So at 50% off, what do you think I'm going to do? Yeah, I'm going to probably get them both. So you can see right here on it too, they put right there on the back, let me see if I can get that, you can see it. If you can read that right there, 100% Swiss made, lifetime guarantee. So this is a big part of why I use these tools. They're literally all lifetime warranty. So every single tool has a serial number on it and everything, and lifetime warranty. So this one here, apparently the difference is this is basically just a replacement for the outside of this one here. So this little internal rubber piece will go in either one of these. They're basically the exact same key. It's just, I guess now I have 2 like that. So probably don't need a Phillips and a flat with you that much with this. I've taken them off of my Knipex versions just because I didn't need them dangling on the outside, but this is a little easier to use design there anyway. So anyway, got 2 of those, and of course, if you get a chance to grab a little magnetizer too, every brand makes one of these. They're just this is the PB version, obviously, the PB 500. And all there is to it is just literally rubbing your driver inside this groove, and then you have it magnetic, just like that. So it's kind of a neat little deal to have. I've got them on most of my bags, and I didn't have a PB one, so I had to grab one. You know how it is. You do this too, right? Most of us do. So, well, they did got me a PB Swiss pin in here as well, of course. But I wanted to go ahead and put together a whole set of their nail sets. These are the PB Swiss. They're just like a nail set you would get, you know, of any size. And these are the size, what, 1, 2, 2.5, and a 4. The 3 and the 3.5 were out of stock, but I got all 4 of these, and they have the nice, you won't be able to see that, I don't believe, but the tips are concave like that. So they don't slip off the nail head like if you're using a normal punch to set a nail. A nail set is the way to go, because you can put the right size right over your brad nail top, your finish nail top, whatever. Give it a strike, and you can set it down below there so you can go ahead and put some putty or caulk in and finish it out. So these are nice, though. Really good knurling here on the handles, so you can grip them really well. I like those. Those are handy. Have to throw those in the carpentry bag. See, you got a bag for everything. Okay, the last thing in here is really kind of a just for fun thing for me in here. I'm always wanting to stick stuff on my refrigerator, and these are literally a little set of magnets with PB Swiss. And let's see if they have that smell. Let's see. They do. Of course, they smell like vanilla. So these are little screwdriver handles that have the PB Swiss stuff right on the side of them. They say PB Swiss and made in Switzerland, all that good stuff right on there. But they just have a magnet in the tip. So that's why they're stuck together like that. And there's 6 of them. I'm going to use these on the shop refrigerator to stick my notes up, what I'm going to be shooting a video about later maybe, all that kind of good stuff. So those are just kind of neat to throw in. But that is my order from that tool company that we mentioned a minute ago, Count On Tools. This is that order from the Count On Tools company. So first time trying them out, everything I ordered showed up, so that's pretty good. It did take a few days, but that's probably because they had a 50% off sale. But I'm sure you're wondering, what did that order cost? Okay, so I'll pull everything back here so you can kind of see it a little bit on the desk here. But you kind of know what some of these items cost, but this order right here, full price, was right at $630. So for me, out the door, 300 and maybe 5, I want to say, or 315. It was somewhere right in that 300 and something dollar range. And once you got over like 100 or $150, the shipping was free too. So I had fun, don't you think? Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down there while you're here.